I wanted to share a message with you about mastery. This message will apply to mastering any skill in life. That means it would include art, music, leadership, speaking, fitness, lifestyle, raising koi. I know, I'm a koi geek. What can I say? This works with anything. There are 3 steps to mastery. You have to do each step in order. It doesn't work if you go to step 3 without mastering step 1. So here they are. Step 1 is show up. You have to master showing up. They say, and I don't know who they are, but it's been said that it takes 10,000 hours to become an expert at something. You don't have to do 10,000 hours of fitness to become great at fitness, but you do have to show up regularly for long enough until it becomes a habit. That's number 1. If you go beyond showing up and try and do something else before you have that mastered, it's a recipe for failure, right? So, what do we do every day? We push play. Just push play.
Show up.
We show up and we push play. Push play, push play. What I mean by that is, I do home fitness. I do it at my house. And when I first started, I used P90X, the classic version. Here it is, right? Well, this is the X2 version, but there's P90X, right? And every day, I just came home, and before I changed my clothes, I would grab the disc, I would stick it in the DVD player, I'd push play, and then I'd go change my clothes. When I got my clothes changed, I was ready to go. I couldn't have any excuses. I didn't have time to change my mind. I had to hustle and get changed so that I was ready when the DVD was loaded up and ready to go. Every single day I push play. I just push play. Hey Tom, how's it going, man? Tom Anderson, my old buddy. Hunting partner. See him over at the Claremont Club all the time. Tom Anderson, good dude. Alright, so after you master showing up, step 2 is to work on form and technique. Okay? So, if you try and do form and technique and get everything all down before you master showing up, you're going to fail. You have to show up first. If you don't show up every day, it doesn't really matter if your form is good. You have to show up. That's number 1. And so you build upon that, and then you work on form and technique. And that works in anything. It's not just fitness. It's not just the form and fitness. It's about kind of getting the whole system down. So for me, if I'm like working with koi, I know that I have to have my water quality right. That means I need to check my skimmer filter and clean that every day. I need to feed my fish every day. I need to make sure my water level is right. I need to make sure that my other filters are clean. But it's a process. It's a system. I do the same thing with my fitness system. If you're going to be a musician, not only do you show up every day, but then you start working on your technique. Getting everything down. I'm not a musician, so I can't give you an example of what that is, form and technique, but it's there. And that's what you have to master. That's number 2. Number 3, and here's where so many people fail. It's working on intensity. And I'm not saying that they don't get intensity down after they've been at it for a while. What I'm saying is that a lot of people, before they have mastered pushing play or showing up every day, they try and ramp up intensity. One of the things that happens to people, like say on the TV show Biggest Loser, how many hours a day are they working out on Biggest Loser?
Yeah, all day.
Like 6 hours, 8 hours, 10 hours.
That's all they do.
It's too much intensity without mastering showing up. And they never really work on nutrition at all, which is a big part of the form and technique of a healthy lifestyle.
And when somebody's not making you work out, do you think you're going to want to go have that intensity when you don't have to?
Right. Not going to happen. Besides that, when you hit real life,
hard.
you have an 8, 10, 12-hour job, how are you going to have that kind of intensity every day? You're not even going to show up at all. Because if you got to do 6, 8 hours after working 6, 8 hours, it's impossible. Can't be done. Show up, Work on form and technique, and then work on intensity. You can do intensity for half an hour and get a great workout. It's really all a matter of just getting all of the components lined up. The form and technique also includes drinking water, eating the proper amount of portions, getting the right kinds of foods down. It's really form, technique is kind of grasping the whole thing. And then intensity is once you've got that mastered, then you ramp up your intensity and you're not really going to risk getting hurt because you've already got everything else in place, lined up, ready to go. Show up, form and intensity, or form and technique, and then number 3 is intensity. The 3 steps to mastery. You have to master each one of those steps in order before you can actually master something. Alright guys, that's it. I hope this was helpful for you. I'm Tom Wolf, Jeff Clark, and Eli, helping you live the good life through health and fitness. Have a great day, guys.